Participating in his first triathlon at 25, he became a professional triathlete 5 years later and finished second in Ironman 70.3 Germany. He has coached triathletes and professional athletes for 6 years. He joins us today to discuss marketing your business online. Please welcome Matthias Knossalla.
Have you already developed your coaching business as far as you want it to go? Are you reaching exactly the clients you want to reach? Do you have as many clients as you want? Hi, my name is Matthias Knossalla, and in my presentation, I will explain how you can market your coaching business online. But before I show you exactly the steps with which we have greatly expanded our coaching business in endurance sports online, let me tell you a little story. It was the year 2014. I was in my first year as a professional triathlete. Quite surprisingly, for me and for many others, I had reached the second place at the Ironman 70.3 Germany this year. My biggest success, actually, of all time. This placement put me in the promising position to fight for a place in the World Championship the following year. But to have a chance to qualify, I had to do as many races as possible at different places in the world. I had to travel to the Philippines, to South Africa, Brazil, Turkey, just to name a few. And of course, this is actually a great situation on the one hand, but all the traveling also costs a lot of money. At home, I also had running costs for my rent, for insurance, for the car. But how was I supposed to earn the money when I was hardly at home? This situation gave me the idea to start my triathlon coaching business and to offer my services as a coach online. This is a great idea because I will be able to compete in the Philippines and South Africa and all the other countries. And I still earn my money sitting in a hotel lobby and coach my athletes remote. Besides my training, I created my own website. I thought about a few colors and a name and put everything online. Yes, now it will go off the charts and I will hardly be able to save myself from requests. At least, I thought so. You know what happened then? I'm pretty sure you can imagine. Exactly. Nothing happened. Nobody used my services, just alone through my website. Okay, because of my second place at the Ironman 70.3 Germany, some triathletes from my circle of friends came to me and wanted to be trained by me. But that was it. Meanwhile, we have a team of 9 coaches and train many athletes all over the world. At that time, however, my only goal was that an athlete who didn't know me would simply contact me somehow via my website. I then wanted to convince him or her of my services and that he would take advantage of them. So what did I do? Over the following years, I read a lot and I looked at what other industries do. During my research, I came across the concept of the online marketing funnel again and again. Of course, I would like to sell my best service directly to every customer, but it doesn't work like that. I have not yet offered them any added value. Even if he finds me somehow on the internet, he will not trust me without reason and use my services. So this is why you have to use a funnel. In order to offer my services to as many customers as possible, as many potential customers as possible must be able to see me. But before a customer buys, he must have already received an added value. You have to make sure of that on every level. On the next slide, I will show you how a marketing funnel for my coaching company in triathlon looks like. On the first level, you can see there is the free long-distance training plan. What do all triathletes want? What are they looking for on the internet? Yes, for sure. It's a training plan for their training. And what is the most searched training plan for triathletes? Yeah, it's the long distance. And of course, there's not much you can do with an 8-week plan. So I created a 35 weeks training plan for the advanced athlete and gave it away for free. Perhaps you're like most coaches and ask now, what? Really for free, Matthias? And the answer is yes. You have to give your most sexy thing for free. It's the first time a potential customer has come into contact with you. So please try to convince them directly of your service. For your free PDF with the training plan, you will get his or her email address in exchange. This is highly important, but I will get back to this point a little bit later. On the second level of the funnel, you can see training plans. Athletes pay for different training plans and they will be delivered via Training Peaks. I often get the question, Matthias, I want to plan for 70.3 or for a beginner on the long distance, or I just have 20 weeks up to the race. What should I do? The goals and requirements to be satisfied with the training plans are completely different. They are just as different as the individual athletes who use the plan. You should create different training plans they pay for. I have different plans for Olympic distance races, for beginners on the 70.3 distance, up to plans for professional athletes on the long distance. So why do I know that you will sell more plans now? Because people, they start to trust you. They have already seen your free service, in my case, the free long distance plan, and they liked it, so they trust you. And they are willing to spend their money. And this is why your free sexy offer at the entrance level of the funnel has to be really, really good. If it's crap, nobody will buy your stuff. On the third level at Revolution Training, there is an online coaching course. Many athletes, they want to learn how to structure their training. Some are not willing to spend $200 each month for our great coaching service, which is totally fine. But what will you do now? Do you leave them out and perhaps lose them forever? Or can you offer them a product that fits their needs? An online coaching course can close this gap. It's about around $150. On the one hand, you earn some money with it. And on the other hand, you have the chance to show your customers even more what you can do. Online courses are a great tool to cover the expenses for social media ads, for example, too. On the fourth level, you can see one-on-one coaching service. This is our main business, I guess, for many people of you out there too. One-on-one coaching with different kind of packages. I guess this is what we call the bread and butter service here in Germany. This is where we earn the most money. We have different coaching packages, from entry-level coaching all the way up to premium coaching. Everything here is one-on-one. People on this level, they know you now. They trust you. They saw what you offer, and some people use some of your services already. You're not a complete stranger for people on this level. All levels before are there to build trust and introduce you and your service. Now, the athlete is paying for your one-on-one coaching performance. So please go ahead and do your job as good as you can. A satisfied customer will tell others in his environment and maybe even rate you online nowadays. And this is the best advertising you can get. When the one-on-one coaching is our main service, why do we create another service on another level? Good question. Because here on the fifth level, we have our mastermind. And some customers, they will go all the way down the funnel. They will turn into what we call fans. A fan is somebody who consumes everything you offer. And I'm pretty sure you know people like this too. These are your true followers. They want more as in one-on-one online coaching. So what about them now? Shouldn't you also offer these customers a service that meets their needs? Of course you should. And this is why we created our mastermind group. It's 1 year, 6 weekends, 6 different places. We invite other coaches and professional athletes where they can learn from. We have a closed WhatsApp group. It's all about training, learning, lifestyle together, 365 days of support from us. On the next slide, I'm going to show you how a funnel moves people through the sales process. And you have to keep in mind 3 things. Number 1, please provide a value to each customer at every level. This is a really important thing. Customer needs are completely different. Some customers want more support and are willing to spend more on this, while others are only looking for free support at the beginning. Only if you manage to really meet every customer need on every level, the customer will stay loyal and may even become a real fan. The second thing, people enter as prospective customers. A free product of which the customer really has a great added value is the best advertising you can do. Of all the people in your target group, you should convince as many of them as possible to try your free product. When they dive deeper into your funnel, some of them will become customers and later loyal customers. Some of them will even get fans. And the last thing you should keep in mind talking about a funnel sales process, you have to sell at every level of the funnel. Many coaches do not dare to offer a free product which really has an outstanding benefit for the customer. They think that potential customers will not buy anything from them after they get something for free. And that is completely wrong. You may only have one chance to convince the customer of you, so please use it. When a coach in my business mentoring program asks me why he or she should give away his or her cool product for free, I always say this to them. Imagine you have a first date and you think the person is super cool. What do you wear? The worn-out sweat pants from last night on the couch or your hottest piece you have in the closet? Think about it. So, if you have convinced a customer on the first level and they trust you and they are enthusiastic about your service, you should definitely sell on all further levels. The customer expects it too. In fact, if you want to be precise, you will even sell on the first level because the free training plan is done in exchange for his or her email address. Now I come back to the point why an email address is so valuable. You know that you have to give your email address everywhere on the internet to be able to buy or read something. You will then receive most of the time an email newsletter. Now you're so-called hot traffic. A distinction is made between cold and hot traffic. Cold traffic are people who have never heard of you. Now you want to win them over for you and your service. Hot traffic, on the other hand, are people who know you and whom you can reach at any time. So your goal should be to turn cold traffic into hot traffic. For example, if you manage to create an email newsletter that is large as possible, you will always have the opportunity to reach potential customers for free. This is very important. Once you have generated an address, you can now reach as many people as you want with news, with tips and tricks, or even offers, and it won't cost you a single dollar. Isn't that great? You can show your expertise and offer potential customers an additional value. If you use it wisely, it is an incredible advantage for you and a great marketing tool too. Just make sure that you don't spam your readers and don't make them trust you. Otherwise, you might lose a potential customer forever. Now you know our funnel here for triathlon coaching business, and you probably have already thought about the products you can offer in yours. But what is the best way to proceed now? Which steps do you have to take to build a successful online business? We do have 6 steps for marketing your business online on the next slide. And we're going to go through these steps now. So the first thing is the positioning. Do you sell at a high price or a low price? Are you more like a Porsche or is it more like Hyundai, which is fine because a Porsche takes more time and things like that. So please make sure for yourself, high price or low price. Everything in between is difficult. What about the services? One-on-one, online course, training plans, what do you offer? And you should have different packages. I guess probably you have it already. For example, a silver, gold, a platinum package, however do you call it. It's always good to have like 3 or 5 packages. It helps to decide for the potential customers. The second step is the target group. Who is your dream client? How old is he or she? What gender? A level of how experienced is he? So here in Germany, Klaus is a very famous first name. So when we talk about our dream client, it's Klaus. And Klaus is 42 years old. And Klaus did already 4 Ironmans, and his personal best is 10:04. And Klaus has a big dream. He wants to qualify for Kona. And he wants to do it next July at the Ironman European Championship in Frankfurt. So we are precise as possible who is our dream client. And a good thing is to have, like, we call it the Dream 50. You should write 50 names down, and it can be like persons, but it can also be like tri-clubs, or it can be small businesses or whatever. So you have a list of 50, and then you make sure you look where these people are hanging around. In what kind of Facebook groups do they join? Where do they go? Where are they talking about triathlon or cycling or whatever you are in? So if you have your Dream 50, it makes sense to write them down. It will help you a lot to always keep in mind who your target group is. The next step is the objective. You have to set goals, and you have to set goals that you can check back later. For example, winning 30 new clients next year is a goal. Selling training plans for $10,000 a year is a goal, or whatever. But ask yourself, what do you want to accomplish? But make sure when you write it down that you can check it later. Another very important thing, and a thing I see many people do not think about, is the budget. And I'm talking about marketing budget here. There are 2 ways. You can either work your way in, or you can buy your way in. So what is this all about? If you know who your Dream 50 are, and you know where they hang around, then you have to make sure, if you not have the budget to reach out to them, you should take the time and go into these Facebook groups. Answer their questions, help them, talk to them for days, for weeks, offer them your services for free. Just be there and be nice and help them. And after some weeks, they start to trust you. And then it is really okay to offer them a service. And this is what we call working your way in. On the other hand, if you do not have the time, because it takes a lot of time, you can buy your way in. For example, it's very easy these days to set up some ads and to reach out to the people, because you know the pages where they read, and you know what kind of blogs they read, and you know what kind of videos they check on YouTube. So it's really easy to get in front of them via ads. And this is what we call buy your way in. This, of course, is very fast to do, but it costs a little bit of money. When we're talking about the 4th point, or the 4th step, it's social media marketing, and this is social media channel. You know already who your customers are, and you already thought about where your customers are. And this is why you should also check your competitors, because big competitors, or the best in your niche, they have great ads, and you can just go on their Facebook page and see what kind of ads they have running. And you can see how people like them, or how many people say, okay, this is a great one, and talking about them and comment under them and things like that. But it's easy to see what everybody has who is in front of you. So you should go there, you should check them out, And at the beginning, you should do it like them. And the most important thing is we have so many social media channels these days. Pick the right channel for you. Many people come up to me and say, wow, Matthias, TikTok is the next big thing. That might be, perhaps. But right now, not for our customers. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, even LinkedIn. Our customers, our Klaus with 42 years old, he's not having a TikTok account. TikTok, So please make sure, pick the right channel for you. And it's even better to go like all in or invest more time in one channel where your customers really are than going like with 10% in every social media channel we have right now. After you pick the right social media channel, you have to create content. And the first thing you think about is create attention for your brand. You are the brand. People have to see you. If they can't see you, they can't buy a thing or two from you. This is really important. It sounds easy, but many people do not think about that. You have to go out and the people have to see you. And if you're able to create desire, this is even better. When people are talking about like, I want to be coached by Revolution, it would be so cool because they have professional athlete X and female pro athlete Z. And they have like, this year they had 12 people, actually last year in Kona, and everything is so cool at Revolution training. Then there's like the desire to join with us. And if your brand or you is that kind of famous that people really, really want to be in with you and to get trained by you, this is the best thing you can do. So try to create this desire. And one thing is, when we're talking about ads and talking about buying your way in, to create interesting or funny ads. And I will have two different versions here for my ads. For example, on the left side, this is for an online training course about racing weight. Yeah, it's not what you expect when we talk about racing weight. But people, they're going through the timelines in Facebook or Instagram, and then they see this. The guy with the Oakleys and its sports dress and with a Big Mac and a pizza in hand, and it says tips and tricks about racing weight. So a funny way. And on the other side, there's something like a video ad, 20 seconds, where I explain something about the racing weight course, which is a great way to get it on point, and it's a great way to reach out to potential new customers. The last thing in the steps of marketing your business online is the controlling part. What can be improved? You have to check your objectives from the third step. Did you reach all the objectives? Did you manage it, or where did you fail? So this is a really important thing. And one thing I learned very late, and it's a shame I didn't do it much earlier, is to ask our customers, are you happy? Are you satisfied with our service? Is it a good way what we offer? Do you need anything else, or is something missing, or what should we do better? Reach out to your customers. Then they are the guys and girls who already use your service. And if they like, pretty sure there's one or two things you can improve, and many more people will like your service in the future. So please make sure to really ask them. If you have followed me so far, you can imagine that this funnel concept doesn't only work for a coach in triathlon or cycling or wherever you are at work. For example, besides my work as a coach in triathlon, I'm specialist in helping other people in the sports industry to build their business. I do this for personal trainers, for nutritionists, for triathlon coaches, and many more. For example, I've written a bestseller book about it and give speeches and workshops on how it works. Exactly right now, I'm doing it. You are interested in online marketing and you want to expand your coaching business. With Training Peaks, you have a perfect tool that you can use. I'm just explaining to you how to build up a company, or how I built the company with 9 coaches from a one-man coaching business, which we support many athletes worldwide now. Maybe one of my tips will help you to build your business, and that is great. Maybe you would like to get more support in building your business and work with me. This is great too. You see, we are already in a sales funnel again. It's that kind of easy. Before I come to an end, I would like to give you one more hint. If you are something like me, you can't do everything yourself. Nobody can. Sure, you can learn everything, but this takes time. If your time is limited, seek help for the tasks you can't do. For example, I have a graphic designer who designs our ads and landing pages. Then I have an agency that runs the ads and monitors their success. Why? So that they reach the people they are supposed to reach. Our target group, our dream clients. If the chairman of the accordion club from your city gets the ads for your coaching offers, it's nice. But you can save this money, right? Concentrate on what you can do and seek help for the things you're either not good or you do not have the time for. I know this step is not easy because it costs money, but it is necessary to grow because we cannot always do everything alone. Jeff Bezos doesn't pack his packages himself anymore and brings them to the post office, right? I hope this little excursion into online marketing helped you. If you have any questions about how to build and expand your coaching business and endurance sports, don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much for your attention and see you soon. Be safe. Bye.